Hi moms and dads, Andrea here, your Aqua-Tot swim mom. How would you feel if your 2-year-old, 3-year-old, or 4-year-old child fell into a body of water or a pool with no adults around? Does your chest tighten and your heart pound a bit harder just even thinking about it? Do you think your child knows how to hold their air? Would they be able to remain calm and get onto their back? Would they know how to kick and get to the wall safely? And when they got to the wall, would they know how to hold on to it and better yet, climb out? These are real fears of every parent, and these types of instances happen quickly and traumatize and even kill children. As a mom of 3, these fears were the very reason why I did year-round swim lessons and why I searched for a swim school with the best curriculum that I could find. I wanted to teach my children the skills they needed to save themselves. And the thought of something happening to my children was greater than the pain of going to swim lessons every week, and greater than dealing with their cries or their complaints. The fact is, children do not know what's good for them. Small children cry going to the doctors, getting strapped into a car seat, and even getting their vaccinations. At Aqua-Tots, from time to time, we have parents who tell us that we've traumatized their children and that we are dunking their children. I think a child falling into water with no skills to save themselves and no adults around to help them is real trauma. And the reality is, if your child does fall into water, they're going to go under the water. However, in our schools, we're a controlled environment with coaches helping your child every step of the way. We have a 5-count promise. Your child does not need to do anything for more than a 5 count. We want to teach them how to build up that stamina and strength. They only need to hold their air for 5 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Depending on how fast or slow we count, it could be less than 3 seconds. And we hold to that promise. In addition, we do not submerge your child unless we see them holding their air. Learning to swim is an adaptive skill. The more they do it, the more comfortable they get. We are natural land creatures, and water is not entirely comfortable for everyone. We have to build up that comfort, and you only do that by continuing to practice. But I promise you, we are not dunking nor traumatizing your child by giving them the safety skills they need to save themselves. So why do children cry? Because it's new. Because they don't like going underwater. Because that's how they communicate. Because they're learning a new skill they need to safely go under the water. But after a few lessons, they will work through that. In fact, if you notice, the crying happens after they reemerge, which means they are holding their air for the submersion and then coming up for air. If they didn't, they would be coughing and swallowing water. There are things that children don't want to do all the time that are good for them. Unfortunately, they don't understand what is good for them and necessary for their safety. We believe that every child deserves the right to learn how to save themselves because there are so many children every year who do not know how to swim and lose their life. You want your child to learn how to be safe in the water and not be another statistic. And Aqua-Tot's mission is to make that a reality. We thank you for trusting us to teach your child all the safety skills they need to know to learn to swim. Thank you for trusting us with your time, your money, and your children. And thank you for being a part of our swim family.